That's a little piece from Johann Sebastian's Bach's first cello suite. And this is sort of stuff I practice when I practice. I personally do not believe in just practicing technical things. I think that you need to practice what you actually play. You need to practice music, whether it's written pieces or whether it's practicing your ability to improvise, doing scales and technical exercises like that. I don't want to slag it totally, but it's not what I do, and it's. I don't think it's the best way to use your time. Bach, I mean, to practice the reading, of course, is great, but also Bach is really great for all instruments, and I can really recommend it for dexterity, for phrases, for finding your way around the neck, around the fretboard. And the magical thing about Bach is that you take one of his pieces, and regardless what instrument you play it on, it really seems like it was written exactly for that instrument. There's some general super quality to his compositions that are like that. Another thing I can say about practicing is that if you're trying to learn something, if you're trying to play something, and I think I mentioned this in another segment also, is that you need to do it slow and carefully and with great awareness and consciousness, because when you do that, you kind of record the movements and the way to approach it into your nervous system, so that then when you play it faster, it's automatic. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. And the way you move your fingers, the way you move everything, will be more correct and more accurate. Practicing with the metronome is also something that is, of course, very useful and very, very helpful. But when you do that, the best way is to set the metronome to a very slow tempo. Say, just for example, if you're playing in something that is 100 BPM, set the metronome to 50 instead. Because that way, it's not something that's driving you, it's not something you have to adjust to. And that makes for a greater awareness of what the time is, and you can't lean on it. Rather, you have to practice your internal time, so that you will play in time with it, and it will help when you play with people actually later on.